Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about acquired belief systems which impact in every activity of life. In my earlier video I had spoken about inherited belief systems. So in that I had told how beliefs which we inherit, if they are not true, how they impact us negatively was what was covered. In today's message, what I am going to cover is acquired beliefs. Let us take again through a story, let's understand this concept. Let us look at two girls, okay, right from childhood, how they experience, how experience form their belief systems and how they impact their normal day-to-day life. Let us assume child 1. Child 1 has a dog in her house. It's a very playful dog, and this child has been playing with the dog right from the time it has seen the dog. So every day they play with each other and the child has a very happy experience. So if you look at this child, the child's belief system says dogs are friendly, dogs are playful, dogs give you happiness. Now unless otherwise interrupted, this belief system is going to remain intact for this child. Now let us look at the second child. Second child is same age as the first child, and then this child, unfortunately, the first interaction with the dog that she comes in contact with, the dog bites the child. Now imagine the impact. So here is something, some experience, unintentionally she has interacted with the dog, and then that dog happens to be an unfriendly dog and that dog bites this child. So child B has a belief system that all the dogs are bad. So now how this impact their further interactions in life is what we are going to discuss. So child A, who has a happy experience, has a belief system that all the dogs are friendly. Child B, who has one unhappy experience, concludes all the dogs are bad. Now assume these two children grow up and go to the same school. So they studied. After end of the day they are coming back from the school, and then there's a dog appearing in front of both the child. Imagine they are friends, they are together, and there's a dog which is standing maybe 20 meters ahead. Now, what will go on in these two children's mind is what we are going to discuss to explain the concept. Child A, who has a happy experience playing with the dogs, now she is looking forward to a happy experience, interact with a new dog. It's very natural for her. Now look at what happens inside child B's mind. Child B is scared. Child B is worried. Child B wants to run away. Now what is the dog's nature, none of us know. Imagine it's the most friendly dog in the world. In spite of dog being most friendly, child B is very, very scared to look at this dog and generate a happy experience which otherwise was not possible. Now on the other hand, child A is looking forward to a happy experience. So the external person or external animal is not the reason. It's what is happening inside the minds of these two children is independent of what is actually present. What is actually present is a dog whose characters we do not know. One has concluded the dog is friendly, other concluded the dog is not friendly. So now for the child A, let us see what can happen as an experience. So this child has seen a happy experience with the dog all her life, or whatever life she has experienced till that date. So she goes and touches this dog, expecting it to respond positively and then create a happy experience. Unfortunately, this dog bites. Now what will happen to child A, who has always believed all dogs are friendly? This dog did not happen to be a friendly dog. So the belief system of child A will get altered as follows. This child will assume or will conclude most of the dogs are good, happy to play with, friendly, but one dog or some dogs can be dangerous. That is the system, the belief system in child A, that is how it will get altered, which is in alignment with reality. Now let us look at child B, who has never had a happy experience. Now, even though she has had one negative experience. She has concluded every dog in the world is unfriendly. Now, how will this system change or alter? Forcibly, this person or this child has to be taken near a very friendly dog, and then she should be forced to interact with the dog, and then given an opportunity to have a happy experience wherein the dog does not bite. Till that happens, either out of compulsion or somebody forcibly taking her to a child or bringing a dog which is very friendly near her, her belief system is not going to get altered. Only when a happy experience is created in child B with the dog, the old experience will not get altered. Same concept we can apply to any major activity in life. If something has given you a bitter experience in the past, you tend to conclude all further experiences in a similar situation will be bitter. Let us come to the world of investment again. Let us say person A and person B, they are investing in the market. Person A has a happy experience, person B's first experience was unhappy. So person B will never go to the market for the rest of his life. So what does he lose in the bargain? In the bargain, he loses an opportunity to have a happy experience of increasing higher returns. Whereas for a child, for a person who has experienced happiness once, he would like to try one more time. So second experience, assume, let us say he may incur a loss in the second transaction. So if this experience is there, he does not conclude the market is going to make him lose all the time. What he will assume is, sometimes market will make me profit, sometime I will incur a loss. So this is in alignment with reality. If your beliefs are aligned to reality, your actions are going to result into fruitful outcome. If your beliefs are not aligned with reality, you are going to end up having either lost opportunity or illusions or unhappy experiences on a continued basis. Thank you very much.